There's the man.
Look at
Hey
that
guys,
office.
where's K Funk? Where's Mojo? I'm looking for some people to talk some trash with.
No, no, no. They're coming in, and you will talk all the fucking trash you want because you have earned that, my friend.
And then I gotta leave. I gotta leave. I got another meeting to come to.
Yeah,
There's a
talk trash
meeting.
and leave. You don't need to stick around. You're the winner.
No, no, I want to put the crown on.
Here comes Mojo.
Yeah,
Oh, he's shirtless. Beautiful.
yeah.
I'm worried
Yeah.
about K Funk. I'm worried about K Funk.
We're
Yeah,
all
man.
worried about K Funk.
Right.
We have every reason to be worried about that guy.
Yeah.
Well, just in general, but also.
Particularly tonight.
Carl is waiting.
It's not there yet.
Carl doesn't speak to empty rooms. Carl Douglas, who won last week, has
Right.
come on just to gloat to a packed house.
Yes,
So
exactly
we are
right.
K Funk is here. That means he's alive. Good.
That means he's alive. Good.
Listen, the only way I know K Funk is alive is if he joins this Zoom every Thursday to make the picks. Otherwise, I have no idea. Gordie is joining us as well.
Dude, I'm pretty sure if Big Funk literally died, he would come back from the dead just to make his picks and then go back to being dead.
I
Yeah.
agree with you. In fact, I don't think he could kill K Funk. To be honest with you, I think if there's a nuclear war, Mojo, that the only thing left standing would be K Funk.
Like a cockroach.
Can we guess what's in this coffee mug or no?
Smirnoff.
Coffee.
It's Smirnoff. Yes, Smirnoff.
It is Smirnoff.
Excellent.
Okay,
All right.
K Funk. I'm glad to see you're safe, man. I was worried about you, hearing about the storm. So I'm glad to see everything's safe.
It's still a little south of us, so we'll see. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna miss us mostly here in Tampa. But you got to pray for these people up in Tallahassee. It's not looking good.
Yeah, they're gonna get hit hard. Gordie, where are you today?
I'm currently in the Gronk Fitness satellite headquarters,
Okay, great.
right here in Boston.
All right.
I'm not getting arrested.
Is the cop coming back on today or no?
Unfortunately, I didn't have his information to follow back up because, as you found out last week, I didn't have Wi-Fi, so I pulled to the closest police station. Detective
Matt.
Matt, thank you for helping me with his name, was very generous to, accommodate so I could jump on the God Bless, football
Got
show.
it.
So
Okay.
Well, here's the thing, guys. We discussed this, and we've had a bit of issues through 3 weeks. The first issue, we didn't want to count for some reason. I don't remember why it is that we didn't want to count it. And then the second week,
Yes.
K-Funk
I wasn't
cheated.
there. I wasn't there.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it was.
We agreed.
And the
We all
second
agreed.
week,
Okay.
K-Funk cheated, so we couldn't count that week.
Oh my
So
God.
the third week, our champion
K-Funk.
was Carl. And Carl, I don't want to point you in any directions, but I feel like maybe Detective Matt is an easy person to eliminate from the proceedings
We
here.
already agreed. I thought we already agreed no one's getting kicked off. Carl
Correct.
decided that.
Correct.
How did the detective do, Billy? What was his record?
He went 3-2, but Carl is the champion at 4-1. Now,
Okay.
if we were eliminating based on wins and losses, SherBear might be in danger at 1-4, but almost equally as bad was K-Funk at 2-3.
That Falcons game, man. That Falcons game was bullshit. I blame the refs on that Falcons game.
All right, let me be clear though. Carl Douglas actually this week has something way more important to do than the pick. So Carl Douglas, he has come on just to gloat about last week. He'll promote his law firm and then he'll get the fuck out of here. Go ahead,
Correct.
Carl.
I am coming to you live from where all the money happens. These are the offices of Douglas Hicks Law. It's cloudy today in paradise. Otherwise, you'd be able to see the reaches of the Los Angeles airport from my fourth penthouse office. However, I have been on this show for 4 or 5 years, and this is the very first week that I can gloat and say without any question, there is a king in week 3 of God Bless Football. That is none other than Carl Edwin Douglas, owner and founder of Douglas Hicks Law, the greatest law firm in California. My brothers, my picks have been made. You'll hear them and you'll weep. See you next week.
Yeah, all hail the king. Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
couldn't happen to a better guy, Carl. Are you doing the Diddy? Are you Diddy's? You doing the Diddy trial?
I can't talk about it, but I am involved in that case tangentially, yes.
Oh wow.
What?
Okay. All right.
Wait a
When you
minute.
see me in New York,
What?
you'll understand
Wait,
why.
Billy, just embrace that K-Funk asked the best question he's ever asked, okay? I mean, that's it.
I am
right.
involved in that case tangentially. If you see me in New York, you'll understand why.
Okay. All right. Well,
Please.
when you can talk about it, you will talk about it with us. Is that
Of
fair?
course. God bless football.
God bless you, Carl Douglas.
All
K-Funk. Probing
Can I-
question from
Diddy's gonna walk, isn't he?
I got the scoop,
Oh,
baby.
boy.
I got the scoop.
I mean, he got OJ
Man,
off.
I love that guy.
Yeah, if he can get OJ off a murder, he can get out Diddy for a little diddling.
Oh boy. All right.
No,
Just-
K-Funk,
all
you took it too
right,
far.
all
You were
right.
feeling good
Yeah,
about yourself.
come on,
Okay,
K-Funk.
He
Yeah.
ain't getting off, all right?
You're lucky
Share
that
Bear.
Hey,
SherBear's eating breakfast over there. I'm drinking on some Smirnoff. So
Yeah. And Mojo has a friend he's going to introduce here in just a second. We're very excited about that. So, what, Billy, have we decided that Detective Matt is the guy that's been eliminated? Is that what you're saying? Because he's not
yeah,
here.
I think
okay.
Detective Matt got eliminated last week,
Oh,
unfortunately.
I got spared.
Yeah.
You did. You got
And
smacked.
Chris Humphries isn't here. I don't know if he was eliminated or what.
Yeah,
but-
you got to get Humphreys back. What happened?
How did he do? I'm still in Minnesota right now. How did he do?
He had a 3-2 week, so he did pretty good.
Okay. I'll let him know.
All right. So, Mojo, this is
I'm sure
very
he's
exciting.
wondering.
You have a friend that you're bringing on. You're shirtless again for a third consecutive week. Thank you for doing that. Why don't you introduce your friend? Tell us all about him.
All right, buddy. Well, I believe Mojo is the first person to bring a celebrity guest on the show. I mean, after all the K-Funk's talking bullshit has generated, what, 0 guests in like 3 years? Is that what the tally's at right now?
not true, but okay.
We got
Yeah,
Javon
what?
cursed twice,
Something
I
like
think.
that?
Yeah, you got cursed twice. Yes.
I had the best guest ever. You just weren't here last year when I brought Colleen on. Don't tell me that Colleen episode wasn't good.
Oh, that was good. Right. But it
Jabba got
wasn't
us
here.
Eli.
Yeah. Jabba got his Eli and Matt
Yeah.
Rule. Right.
That's true.
All right, baby. Well, we got Mike Rallis joining us today, former WWE superstar Riddick Moss, former captain of a Division I football program, brother of Arizona Cardinals defensive coordinator, and just all around great guy with fantastic hair and a football expert, unlike some of you other wannabes on this thing. So let's go.
All right.
Also,
Welcome,
we
Mike.
have athlete,
Welcome, Mike
Ryan
Rallis.
Terry, who plays pickleball and thinks he's able to qualify who are legitimate athletes on the last week's bullshit comment.
All right.
Thank you for having me on.
Yeah.
I actually made my debut in WWE as Mojo's O-lineman. He was the 24/7 champion, which means he had to defend the championship literally the entire day, every day of the week. And he needed someone to protect his backside. And literally within 3 minutes of him introducing me, I let someone sneak up from behind and pin him. So I was
boy.
horrible lineman. I
like
played
you.
linebacker in college. You know,
We
I
like
didn't
you
know what I
even
was
more.
doing.
You didn't know how to block, Rallis?
I didn't know. I didn't know what I was doing.
I guess that makes me a pretty bad coach if I selected a defensive linebacker to be my offensive tackle. I guess probably need to do better next time, if there is a next time.
Also, I think you might be a little bit of a glutton for punishment too, because you keep bringing me on these shows. And I mean, I have to say that I ended your reign as 24/7 champion. I pinned you. I turned on Mojo just a couple of weeks later, horrible O-lineman. And I then became the longest reigning 24/7 champion of all time until wrestling legend Rob Gronkowski outdid me and maintained the 24/7 championship the longest because he went back to training camp with the Buccaneers and no one could pin him there.
It was also during COVID, so like legally no one could go near him. So he kind of like won by default.
Wait, so Rallis, you started off as Mojo's Trent Williams, and then you flipped on him and became Lawrence Taylor or Reggie White, and then you took his belt, you took his title, and then Gronk took it from you, but had to give it back because he went to Tampa. What happened?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. You know,
Okay.
the Gronk didn't even he never got beat. He just forfeited it back because he was an active player in the NFL. He could no longer defend the 24/7 championship. Although that would have been great if he would have been playing with it on the field and then between snaps, Brady rolls him up. You know what I mean? It could have been good entertainment, but yeah, he just gave it back and I never really pursued it again. I think that was the end of the 24/7 championship.
Yeah, I think they threw it in the trash soon after that. He ruined it.
Wait, so Rallis doesn't get it back if Gronk decides he no longer wants to do it?
Honestly, I don't even remember how it was decided that the next person would get it, but that thing's been passed around a lot. It's
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you which one wasn't passed around a lot. It
What happened?
lost him.
He doesn't stop moving. That's the problem.
He doesn't
never
stay
stops
still.
moving.
Yeah,
He can't
Mojo's
stand
always
still.
moving.
Rawlins, he cannot. You're friends with him. He can't stand
No,
still, man.
yeah, he's a unique guy. I mean, he just can't. Yeah, he doesn't stop
getting a
moving.
quick-
He doesn't stop talking. He just go. You don't
He's
have,
getting a
you don't,
quick
you don't
set.
have
He's
to
getting
get
a quick
hyped if you stay
push-ups
hyped.
and-
You know.
All right. Well, we got it back now. What were you saying, Mojo?
I was saying that one didn't make its rounds because after I won it, I took it out partying, getting so crazy with it. They asked me to literally never bring it back to work ever again, and they just let me keep it.
Oh.
So
That
the
was-
heel turn,
I'll let your
Mojo.
mind wander after that.
After I beat Mojo, I definitely sanitized that belt extremely well. You know.
I mean, the heel turn, Mojo. That was hard to see. Hard to see that one coming, huh? From
It
Rawlins.
broke my heart, man. It broke my heart. First Rallis, then Robbie G. I realized I have no friends in this world.
Yeah.
So Rawlins, when you fought Rob Gronkowski, or when you wrestled him, what do you remember from that match?
Well, that was I think there's a video somewhere online where Gronk did a big trust fall off of, this was during COVID times, and there was some tower in the performance center where we were filming our episodes, and he did a big trust fall into a group of people. And in order to convince him to do that, our 78-year-old CEO of the company, Vince McMahon, did it himself and fell onto a crash pad from like 30 feet up in the air. So that's my main memory is Gronk needing to be convinced by Vince, 78-year-old Vince, to drop 20 feet onto a group of people. And then there was just chaos after he did the trust fall. We were all laying around. He got the pin, 1, 2, 3, and ran out with the belt straight to Buccaneers camp in a Super Bowl.
Unbelievable. Gordie, do you remember
What a
this?
wuss.
Yeah, I remember watching it, and it was so crazy how nuts the fans were going over COVID because there was zero.
It was a strange time in wrestling. You had people coming out and you just want emotion to the crowd, and there's just no one there. It really wasn't too different for Mojo because the crowd was dead silent for him anyway. But for the rest of us, it was quite an adjustment.
Damn, taking shots.
K-Funk, you don't seem to be enjoying Mike's stories. Are you not happy with Mike? Do you not like Mike? What's going on here?
No, I do. I'm just, like I said, I got a hurricane coming at me. I'm drinking on some Smirnoff. It's a little early, Had a late night last night.
So pissed someo's getting attention on the show other than
It's
him.
what
Not
it
at
feels
all.
like.
Hey, anyone that can bash Mojo, I will sit in silence and I will listen.
It's about time we found someone that could throw some.
Because
jokes
I'm the
our
only,
way. It's been
I'm the
getting
only other one that does it. Everyone else here, they give them a little, they jerk
They
them
know
off a little
better.
bit on the show.
You know
Okay.
better. Unlike you, your reputation's been destroyed since I've come back.
Yeah. I mean, no one jerks them off. We all like each other here,
Mikey
except for
A.
you and Mojo. I mean,
Mikey A. I'll keep quiet. I don't want to talk about Diddy again, but Mikey A. He's on the Mojo train. Let's just say that.
Mike Rallis, did Mojo tell you that you're committed to this for the next 20 weeks? I'll tell you this.
He did not tell me that. I did not know that. I haven't ran that by any of my people, but I think we can make it work.
Okay. Billy, what did K-Funk say that I missed?
It doesn't matter. Just keep it moving.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Billy, do we have the records yet? Do we have records for the season for these guys?
Yes, we do. So let me add these up real quick. SherBear.
It's only 2 weeks, Billy.
That's 3 weeks. You guys
3
sent in
weeks.
picks the first week.
Well,
Yeah.
2 weeks that matter. 2 weeks.
Carl
that count.
didn't. Carl said it didn't count because he wasn't on.
Well, that's also
Can we see what
Mojo?
Mojo wants to say about it? I
Here's-
only want to do what Mojo
here-
says.
Here's the thing.
We know you do, Mikey. We know you do,
K-Funk
Mikey.
K-Funk finished last week 1. That's why all of a sudden we're not counting week 1,
and
it
last.
seems.
Pretty much week 3 too.
Yep.
Oh, Mojo, you didn't win one game in week 2. Calm down.
Well, hold on. So let me give a little backstory here, Rallis, since you're new to the group. The spread master earned his name by winning the first ever season here. That's how I got it. Since then, Mojo took a hiatus from the show. K-Funk started doing decent because I wasn't here anymore to get into his head. I came back. I won week 1, dominated everybody. They decided, I guess it wasn't fair or it wouldn't be fun if spread master just continues to show up and win every week. So they threw out week 1 for some stupid reason.
Yeah.
So to try and balance out the show, I purposely lost every single game the next week. And then now I don't even know what the hell's going on.
He intentionally lost every game.
Yeah. I mean, that takes skill to intentionally lose every game. So I gotta give you that. It's tough to do.
The talent.
Yeah.
Everything Mojo does is talent.
If you had that power, you would think you would use it to win, but he chose to.
No, because remember also, Kate.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, if you remember also, he said he was taking the opposites of K-Funk, so K-Funk really sabotaged him.
Oh, God.
All right. So Mojo is frozen again. Billy is gathering the season records here. We do have Carl's picks, right? He sent those in.
Yeah, I have Carl's picks.
Okay. Billy, you can tell us the totals at the end here. We'll start picking the games for this week, if that's okay.
That works.
All right. Let's go to Rawllis. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. Let's go.
For this, I meant the next 20 weeks of your life. Are you ready for this? I mean,
what a commitment. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, let's start with the Vikings. The Vikings at the Packers. The Packers are -3. These are two very good teams. Vikings undefeated. SherBear is in Minnesota, so we start with him. Vikings at Packers. Packers -3.
Believe it or not, since we all talked last week, I was in Minnesota, went to Wyoming. Got to see the home of Josh Allen there and good old University of Wyoming. And I'm back here in Minnesota again before a tournament next week. So I'm going to stay with the Vikings.
All right, taking the Vikings. I love the reasoning. Vikings +3 against the Packers. Go ahead, Billy.
Is that where his pecan farm is or whatever it is? Is that in Wyoming?
No, that's where he went to college, University of Wyoming.
Yeah, Wyoming.
Okay.
Yeah. Not a happening place. It's no Scottsdale.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Scottsdale's a happening place, huh?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay. Let's go to Gordie Gronkowski. He is standing by. Vikings at Packers. He is not in a police station. He has full internet today. I wish you were. I wish you just traveled station to station. Whatever city you're in, you just show up to the police station. Vikings at Packers. Packers -3. Who you taking, Gord?
Well, first of all, I think it's I love that Billy is always trying to figure out everyone's records during the show. You would think it would take about 10 minutes to get it done before we get on, but it's actually impressive.
I put him in a bad spot by asking. It's
Gordie coming in from the top rope.
I like that. Yeah, Gordie. I know
feisty. Gordie's record. Gordie's record's not very good, if you're wondering.
You didn't add up last week, though. You're still trying to count it all.
Yeah.
We love you, Gordie. Who you taking, man?
I am going. Mojo played and almost played for the Packers. He made it in preseason, but couldn't make the team. I got to go with Green Bay since they gave Mojo a shot.
Okay. K-Funk, who you taking here?
Do we have any status on Love? Is he playing, or we don't know yet?
He's trending towards playing, but there's no guarantee. Malik Willis is 2-0 as the Packers starter.
All right. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm with one of the best pictures on the internet. If you guys want to Google it, just Google Chubby Mojo and Packers. He's got some chubby cheeks. I'm going Packers. Go Mojo.
Right, you're taking the Packers. We have lost Mojo here, so I don't know if we have his pick. Billy, do you have Carl before I get to Mike Rallis?
Yeah, Carl has the Vikings this week.
All right, so Carl is taking the Vikings. Mike, who are you taking here?
Well, I'm from Minnesota, so they're my hometown team, but I haven't forgiven them since they traded Randy Moss way back in 06, 07, or before that, actually. And that was actually my namesake in WWE. That's why I was Riddick Moss, was because Randy Moss, I'm such a big fan. So I still haven't forgiven them. I'm going Pack. Jordan Love's back this week in Lambeau, Packers.
All right, Rallis, what do they need to do this season for you to forgive them? Like they're 4-0, they're 3-0. I mean,
if they pay homage to Randy Moss, I mean that's the key, because it was a big thing. Everyone was talking about addition by subtraction. I was like, no, this guy is the most explosive receiver. I wrote a paper in college about how he's a better wide receiver for his quarterback than Jerry Rice was. I mean, I was a Randy Moss super fan, so it still stings. If they can do something to pay homage to Randy, maybe I'll get back in the fold.
Okay. What if they win a Super Bowl before they do that, though? I mean,
I can't bandwagon hop back on. I like to have bandwagon hop. It's a hobby of mine. I hopped on the Bucks and the Brady Pats and Gronk Pats, but I've done a lot of bandwagon hopping already in my life. I'm gonna stick with my principles now.
Okay. All right. I like that. No one on this show has principles. Welcome. Let's where is Mojo? Do we know where Mojo is? He says he's on the phone. I mean,
he's going Packers.
We can get, he's going with the fucking
all right. So he's taking Packers. He's coming
There he
back
is,
in
right
here.
there.
We'll just assume that he's taking. There he is. There he is. Where are you, Mojo? Where are you now? Stop moving.
He's right there.
That's Gordie. That's
There
Gordie.
it is.
Yep. He's in the pool.
No,
I'm
no,
in
no.
the pool
Mojo's in
because
the
there's
pool
a
now.
massive hurricane. Didn't y'all know?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Which house is that? Your fourth, fifth? Which one?
First.
Okay. First. Who are you taking here? Packers?
Is this the first pick?
Yeah, first pick. Packers -3
Gordie's
hosting the Vikings.
making my pick for me, as you can see.
Okay. Yes, he made he made the pick. All right, I'm going back to you here, Mojo, because I don't know how long we're gonna have you. Bucks +2. They're taking on the Eagles. Who you taking here?
Ooh, I'm going to take the Eagles because they're the furthest from where K-Funk is centrally located.
All right, let's go to SherBear. SherBear, who you taking here?
You know, honestly, I've had some good times. Me, K-Funk, and Gordie down in Tampa Bay at the Ship. Hit up a little scores afterwards. I think I'm going to go with the Bucks.
All right, Gordie Gronkowski, who are you taking here?
And those that don't know what Scores is, that's a nice restaurant with great
Yes.
food.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It actually does have great
course.
food.
Yes.
does have-
Great steak.
And
Yeah.
just because I love their food, and you know, I know a guy who played for them who may or may not have won a Super Bowl. I got to go with the Bucks as well.
Okay. Name names. Let's go to K-Funk. K-Funk, did you pick this one already?
No, I didn't. But yeah, shout out to Scores. They do have a 5-star steakhouse in the back behind the pole. Great place, great establishment. I'm going with the Bucks this week. I think Baker's going to bounce back. Their defense looked terrible, so give me the Bucks.
Behind the pole. Who is Carl Douglas taking here?
He has the Eagles in this one.
Okay. He has the Eagles.
How about Carl Douglas literally never winning, finding a way legally to throw out weeks 1 and 2 until he can finally get a dub and then immediately take off.
That's what a good attorney does, my friend.
Yeah.
I mean,
Clearly.
I'm glad we finally got to. I'm glad we finally got to see him in his office. That was nice. I like
right.
that.
He actually works for a living. Let's go to Mike Rallis. K-Funk, you asked the best question of the entire episode of your life. I mean, you should retire on that note. Mike Rallis, who are you taking to this game?
Philly's beat up right now, and they just haven't been the same since they lost that young up-and-coming linebacker coach, Nick Rawlis, a couple of years ago. Lost him to the Arizona Cardinals. So
Right.
I got to go. You know, besides, this might be my first real bold take on this show. Philly fans are the absolute worst fans in the world. So I'm going with the Bucks.
Okay. All
Wow.
right. I like that.
All right.
It just dawned on me why the Cardinal game is on the slate this weekend for our 5 games. And I will start with you, Mike Rallis. The Cardinals are at home, -3.5. They are taking on Jaden Daniels and the Commanders. Who you got?
Look, the Commanders have looked real good. Jaden Daniels has looked real good, but let's just say, Gordie, I understand being the older brother and being outshined, playing second fiddle to a young stud brother, Nick Rawlins, the D coordinator. I got to go with the Cards, man. Let's go.
Gordie, how do you feel about that? I mean,
Yeah.
I actually feel great that he's going with them because, you know, I had 3 years in Phoenix, Arizona. I made it all the way to single A in pro baseball, and spring training was right next to their stadium. I mean, so I was
Gordie,
so
did
close
you
to
say you made
MLB.
it all the way to single A? Is that where
Yeah,
you start
all
out
the way
at
to
single
single
A?
A. I missed single A, double A, triple A, but I made it all the way to single A.
Yes. Didn't you win a championship?
I did. I will take credit for that.
There you go.
I feel like Rob is living in Gordie's shadow, just to be
Yeah,
honest.
same.
You know?
I'm with you.
I
I mean,
can
they
add-
all four
I could be
brothers are.
completely wrong. I
can add some color on that. I mean, Gordie is absolutely the best partier of the 5. Was, is, and always will be.
Thank you, Mojo.
That's all that matters, Gordie.
That's what counts.
It is.
yeah.
Who cares who played in the NFL? I mean,
Yeah.
$900 a month, or be the best partier.
all right, let's go to SherBear. SherBear. We have Commanders at Cardinals. Cardinals are -3.5.
You know, I'm going to have to go with our man, Mike. I like his reasoning and going to just go with the grain here. Go with the Cardinals.
All right, Billy, who did Carl Douglas take?
He took the Cardinals also.
All right, he took the Cardinals. Let's go to K-Funk. This is going to be fun. K-Funk, who you taking?
I mean, I said this before the season. I thought Kyler Murray is going to be a top 5 quarterback this year. I'm still saying it. Give me the Cardinals.
All right. Well, it's Jaden Daniels, who's the top 5 quarterback. Let's go to Mojo.
They
Mojo.
both are now. Come on.
No, Kyler Murray's not a top 5 quarterback. No, he is not.
He will be. Fantasy
he
football.
Won't be. No,
Fantasy
he won't
football.
be. No,
Fantasy
he will not
football.
be.
He said it before the season. So
Fantasy football.
Yeah, but he's still sticking to it. Like he's played well enough to be considered a top. He's not. I mean, why am I yelling at you? Anyway,
I think whatever Mojo thinks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mojo, who you taking here?
You see, I'm in a tough one with this pick, fellas, because we got Mike Rallis on the show. He came in guns blazing, taking aim at me. So I would love to bury both him and his brothers and take the other guys. But especially when I played for the Cardinals briefly for about a half an hour, but I did go on record last week and say I am from the DC area. I've never been a Commanders or Redskins fan in my entire life, and I would never pick them. So now I'm head to head. So I guess at the end of the day, there's only one logical move to make here, and I got to put all these secondary hatreds aside and just go back to my bread and butter of opposite funk.
All right. I love it. Rallis, by the way, me and Billy and Mikey have to go to a Cardinals game. I mean, if you want to connect us with your brother and want to, take us down on the sidelines, feel free to do that,
Well, I'll do my best, but I just should let you know that I went to a training camp practice this year, and one of my buddies is writes for Yahoo Fantasy, Nate Tice, and he was looking for me down on the field. I said, my brother didn't give me any special access. I'm up here in the cheap seats with everybody else. So my brother, he tends to go into a turtle mode and just get in his shell during the season. It's hard to even get a hold of the guy.
How about
here's
this,
the thing,
Mike?
Your pay for God Bless Football is about to kick in, and they pay great on this show.
Yeah.
So you'll probably be able to buy tickets for him.
Okay, that's good.
Gordie, Rob would have you right out on the field, right? I mean, come on.
Well, he didn't, but Glenn would.
Yeah.
Gordon would get himself on the
K
field.
Funk will get you on the field here in Tampa. Come on through.
No, Gordie would get Rob on the field.
Yeah, it's actually more true than you would know.
All right, we have Bills, Ravens. This is a big game, man. Bills might be the best team in football. Josh Allen might be the best player in football. The Ravens are at home. They're -2.5. I will start with you, SherBear. Who you taking?
What's crazy is even though I said Wyoming was a boring town, I kind of became a big Josh Allen fan just to see how much he's done for that city. There's a lot of different, just so much homage that they've been paying him charity wise. So I'm gonna go with the Bills with Gronkowski and go with little Josh Allen with this Wyoming connection.
All right, K Funk, who you taking here? Bills, Ravens -2.5.
I mean, are we really going to say this? The Ravens are going to be 1-3? That's crazy. I can't go against Allen. He's a monster. Give me the Bills.
All right, you're taking the Bills. Let's go to Gordie. Gordie, who you taking here?
Buffalo.
All right.
My hometown.
Yeah. Well, I should have known that, and I should have just skipped you and said he's taking the
Thank you.
Bills. Let's go to Mojo. Mojo, who you taking?
This is why you guys need me on the show. This is why you missed me on the show. Such boring picks. Everybody picking the same guys. There's no controversy, no trash talk. So, of course, I'm going to go with Maryland all day, every day, whether it's college or pro. Doesn't matter. Give me the Dirty Terps and that beautiful Maryland state flag.
All right. Well, stop moving. Mike, who you taking here?
Everyone said it. I hate to. I agree with Mojo. I hate to go chalk here, but the Bills might be the best team in football, and they have the spread as well. So I go Bills.
All right, going Bills here. Mike, I'm going to start with you here. Seahawks at Lions. The Lions is a Monday night game. Seahawks are undefeated. Lions 2-1. Lions are 3.5-point favorites at home. Who you taking?
Yeah, I mean, as Mojo's former O lineman, I know how difficult it can be for quarterbacks with leaky O-lines. And so I think this game is won in the trenches, and the Seahawks have been off to a great start, but it's going to get a lot tougher this week. I'm going Lions in Detroit.
All right, SherBear, who you taking here? Seahawks, Lions -3.5.
It's been a while, I feel like, since Seattle's been on the block here. So I'm going to go with my Seattle Space Needle. They did me well last year, and it's a great place to be, especially over the summer. So I'm going with Seattle.
All right, bringing the Space Needle back. I like that, SherBear. Let's go to Mojo. Mojo, who you taking here?
Guys, I give you the keys to the kingdom every single week. I instruct you in real time how to put on a successful, entertaining podcast. I just said somebody's got to break the mold here, and then everyone starts picking the same damn team again. So give me the other guys.
All right, the Seahawks. Okay.
No, he wants the Lions.
Oh, he does? He wants the Lions.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a big Dan Campbell guy too.
All right. Wow,
He
you're
tells
friends
us
with
every
Campbell?
week.
You friends
He
with
tells
Campbell?
us every week.
Yeah.
I said 1 week, but yeah, I would say it every week. I am a big Dan Campbell fan.
All right. Let's go to K-Funk. K-Funk, have you picked this
All right,
game?
Mojo, you want some controversy? I'm gonna go opposite you on this fucking pick, and I'm taking the Seahawks.
Wow.
Is
like
Smirnoff starting to kick in?
Yes, it
Smirnoff
is.
is kicking in.
Yes, it is.
1:30 p.m. on a Thursday, folks. We have no school today or tomorrow.
Who did Carl Douglas take here, Billy?
Carl took the Lions.
All right, Carl took the Lions, and I think the final pick is Gordie Gronkowski here. He is bouncing up and down in his chair. He's very excited for this game.
Is that a
Lions,
chair?
Seahawks, Lions minus 3.5. Gord, who you taking?
It's not that. I'm very excited. I just chugged some cold brew, not Smirnoff. But I am excited to tell you guys that one of my first ever threesomes when I was visiting my brother Dan, who just got drafted,
Threesome?
was with two chicks, not dudes. All right,
One of the first ever, yeah.
I know
Let him
what's
tell
on
the
your mind.
story, guys. Let him tell the story.
And it was with Dan's tight end, who had the other young lady, and I had the other two. It was very nice. So it was one of my first ever threesomes. Yeah.
Wow. All right.
So I got to go with Detroit.
How old were you?
This got way better.
How old were you, Gordie, when this happened?
I was in the minor leagues, so I was broke.
My first threesome was in high school, so get a grip on yourself, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, but who was it
I
with?
didn't say it was my first. I said it was one of my first.
Hot chicks.
Yeah, were the chicks like pet cats and dogs or something, or were they like people?
They were paid, Mojo.
Oh, that scores. Got it.
That's one thing I don't do, buddy.
No, they paid me. I was broke.
All right.
Gordie, I believe that. I do believe that. I believe they paid you. I actually do. Mojo, you want to tell us about your first threesome?
Absolutely not.
Mike, you want to tell us about a threesome?
No comment.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, you should hear Carl Douglas's story about his first threesome.
I would say Ryan Sherry would have a good one, but he's a pickleball player, and I'm pretty sure they don't have him over there.
Where's Humphreys? Tell Humphreys to come on next week and tell us about his threesomes, okay?
Yeah, I'll get him on.
Okay. All right, so Billy, we have all the picks. So we have the
I got
season
taken
record.
advantage of.
Did you?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, continue, Gord. Go.
Call
as long as you
Carl.
want.
Call
We're here.
Carl. He'll help you out.
Yeah. What happened, Gord?
I'll talk to Carl about it after. I want to hear
Okay.
about his stories too.
So the rare threesome that was against your will, huh? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Sounds like Carl may be defending some of those.
Oh man.
All right.
Anyway, I have the
Yes,
records here.
thank you,
If
Billy.
anyone's
Sorry, I
curious.
lost. I was trying to think of my first threesome. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll keep thinking. So the records are: we have two people tied at top with a 600 win percentage, and that is Chris Humphreys and Detective Matt are in first place right now.
They're not here.
They were never on the show.
Yeah.
Wait, Gordie, what police department, what city were you in so we can get Detective Matt back there?
I think when I was driving back, I got stuck in Falmouth, Maine, because I was coming from Central Maine, and I
Okay.
ran and I needed Wi-Fi.
Okay.
So I got off at the first exit, and there was a police station.
All right. So we're going to track down Detective Mike. Okay.
Not
We're
a
gonna-
lot
Matt.
of illegal activity
Matt,
going
so-
on there.
Right.
Yeah, he had plenty of time to stop in and make his picks.
All right. So those, right, exactly. So those two guys, he knocked on the door and just said, "I need internet." They gave
You
it to
guys,
him.
I have a
Yo.
special guest here.
Hey,
One
hello.
Hello.
How are you?
She was actually on your show 2 years ago. Remember when we did that? What was that other show you had?
Oh, Stupidity?
Remember I was at a bar with the two of my friends?
Yes.
That was her.
Oh, okay.
Go
Are you
Sports.
making picks?
Go sports, she said.
Go sports.
Are you going to
All
be
right.
making picks for us?
Yeah, sure. Make picks. Why not?
All right.
Random,
Real-
hey, random fire. Give her random rapid fire. Hurry up.
Okay, ready? Vikings at Packers. Packers -3. Who you taking?
Packers.
Good.
Yeah.
Eagles at Bucks. Bucks +2. Who you taking?
Bucks all the way.
Yeah.
Commanders at Cards. Cards -3.5. Who you taking?
Commanders.
I like this. Bills, Ravens. Ravens -2.5. Who you taking?
Definitely the Bills.
Okay. Seahawks, Lions. Lions -3.5.
Seahawks for sure.
Oh wow! Do you have a story about your first threesome that you want to share with Gordie?
It was probably better than all of your first threesomes.
Wow!
All right.
She doesn't know my life.
I love it.
Yeah.
You know, the mojo part of me really wants to say a lot right now, but the Dean part of
But
me
you
is
can't,
Dean,
but you're
being
married.
keep it
able to
under
hit me
control,
down with
Dean.
a base
Hey, you
Listen
can't
to
be
Dean.
married.
as much
Listen
as
to
I
Dean.
possibly can.
Control yourself, Dean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mojo,
Control.
listen to Dean. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, good
Okay.
call. Thanks,
All right.
guys. I knew
Hey,
you
Hey,
had
Buck,
my back.
what's your friend's name just for record keeping purposes?
Diane.
Diane, got it.
It-
Okay.
Same as my mom's name.
Hey,
Diane,
Cheyenne,
did
like
you know-
Wyoming. Cheyenne like Wyoming.
My mom too. Oh, Cheyenne.
Yeah.
Cheyenne, right?
Oh,
now,
Cheyenne.
now, Diane is leaning on K-Funk kind of heavily here. I think we should probably investigate this. Oh, but then you got the kiss on the cheek like a little brother. So.
K-Funk, ask her.
Never
You
mind.
get a pat on the head.
Questions answered.
Yeah.
K-Funk, ask her if she
Anyway.
knows. K-Funk, ask her if she knows if she's committed. That she's committed for the next 20 weeks. Okay, just make sure she knows.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't think
knows anyone-
I don't think she's committing to K-Funk for 20 weeks.
We'll do next week. We'll do strip picks over
I
here.
love
Okay.
that. Does she know anyone
I'm
famous?
not certain about that, but okay.
Does she know anyone famous?
She knows a few famous people.
All right,
Who
tell
does
them to
she
bring
know?
one. Tell her to bring one of them on the podcast.
Not Javon Curse, please.
Let her know we got health care this season for doing the podcast.
Hey, I actually might be a good sell because she's a bartender. So
Next
Mojo,
year,
you
we'll
had-
probably get dental.
Mojo is giving away benefits.
Any air conditioning companies or anything? No side gigs?
that's Lacey. You know, Lacey.
No, I know
Lacey.
that's Lacey.
Lacey
Yeah.
lives in Lacey lives in Canada now and has a 1-year-old girl.
Oh, wow. I didn't-
Well, thanks for the
Nice.
update. Yes, get her on the pod.
Why is she
anyway.
in Canada? How did
Hey,
she
I
end up
took
in
my-
Canada?
I took Mike Ye to the strip club.
Oh,
Huh,
okay.
interesting.
No wonder he doesn't like you anymore.
Is
All
there
right,
like
Mojo-
how's the air conditioning business in Canada? I would think more heating, right?
Yeah, she kind of sugar daddied up, so I don't think she pays any bills actually. So.
All right.
Wow.
Lacey.
Just put her on blast like that on the
Yeah.
pod.
No, I love
Jeez, dude.
Lacey. Lacey's the
Yeah.
best. Shout out Lacey.
Shout out Lacey. Let's
Clearly
talk
not.
next
We'll
week.
get her
Shout
on.
out Lacey. Let's all
We'll
shout
get her
out
on the
Lacey.
pod.
Shout out to Lacey. All
Shout
right.
out to Lacey.
Shout out, Lacey.
K-Funk, I mean this sincerely. Stay safe. There's a storm
Yeah.
coming your way, so please, even Mojo would tell you to stay safe. Dean,
Yeah.
Dean, tell him to stay safe, okay? But Mojo, on the way out, please
Who are you
promote.
talking to?
Well, hold on. We never finished the standings, so I
Oh,
don't
sure.
think anyone really cares about the standings other than K-Funk is underneath Carl in the standings. Carl has a better record than K-Funk.
I was
after last
3-1 and
Pretty
1
cool.
and 2 and 3. So
You're 7-6-2 on the season.
We're
And Carl,
talking about standings. I legitimately don't even know who I took on today's show, which was like
Yeah.
6 minutes ago.
I don't even remember. I don't remember my picks. So yeah, someone needs it. Mojo. Hey, Mojo texted me on Sunday. He goes, "Hey, who did I pick? Does Billy still write those?" I go, "No, Billy doesn't do much these days anymore."
Yeah, we used to get a tweet every on Friday or Saturday what our picks were so we could remember, and now nothing.
You know,
Yeah.
That's when Billy cared. Yeah.
Well, I thought video was coming out and it
I
didn't
couldn't
go out
even
this
find
week.
the. I
Don't
couldn't
worry.
even find the damn. I couldn't even find the episode. Did you guys even post it this week?
No,
Of course we did. Yeah.
I couldn't.
What do you
I,
think
didn't
we
see
would?
it. I think Billy's been
We-
slacking, dude.
No,
Do
we
you
just
think
wanted
we
to
do
talk to
these and not
Detective
post
Matt.
them?
Yeah,
I
to hang
mean-
out with Detective Matt.
What's the
I
matter?
thought this was just for fun.
Let's get everyone out of here. Gordie, you want to promote something on the way out? Mojo, I'll go to you last. Go ahead.
I mean,
Gordie.
I'm pretty much promoting it. It's right behind me. Gronk Fitness from design to delivery. If you need fitness equipment for your home, your gym, your multifamily, fire station, police station, love you all. Thanks, Detective Matt, for having me last week. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been on the show.
All right. Gordy, next week, top 5 threesomes, okay? I want to hear all about them, all right?
All right, let me call a couple people after this, so
All right.
so we can discuss.
All right, we love you. We love you, Gord. Get out of here. Anything you want to promote, SherBear?
No, I'm just happy to be here, man. Good to see everybody, and I'm excited to get Big Mojo on the pickleball court. Maybe he'll be the best athlete in this chat soon.
Oh,
Whoa.
okay. I was waiting for it all show.
I think we'd be good partners, though. We'd be good partners.
Bring it. I'm in.
Let's
All
go.
right. K-Funk, anything on the way out here? And stay safe, please.
Shout out to Seagrams for taking care of me during this hurricane. Shout out to Cheyenne. She's about to put in a hurricane shift at the bar because they never close. And that's it.
All right.
Love you guys.
And tell her to come back next week, okay? With someone famous, preferably.
Clothing optional. Clothing
Okay.
optional.
Rallis, you want to promote anything on the way out here? Thank you for doing this, buddy. Seriously, we appreciate it.
No, thanks for having me on. Once you get your Gronk fitness equipment and you want to know exactly how to use it, you need a good program, head to RallisRegimen.com. That's my last name, RALLIS REGIMEN, regimen.com. RallisRegimen.com. We'll get you a customized program, exactly everything you need based on the equipment, the time you have. We've done it all. We've tried it all. We know it works. Head there.
All right. Who is the most famous person in your cell phone? Like, do you have like your famous friend? Who's the most famous of them all?
Oh man!
Besides me,
the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar, who will not do this show.
Brock.
Oh, okay. Let's go to second place. Who's second place? Someone that will do the show.
Oh man!
You can get back to me on it.
I'll give it a think.
Will you be back? That's the question.
I'll be back. Well, we'll see how the picks go. If I have a good record, I'll be back. If not,
well, no. If you have a bad record, you have to come back.
Okay. All right.
And then if you have a good record, you have to come back.
And also, hey, shout out to Mojo for bringing someone else on that bashed him today. That was a lot of fun today. Thank you for bashing Mojo. We love it.
Yeah, no problem.
That's how badly we needed it. I had to bring on somebody who was going to bash myself. Like that's what I had to do this week. You guys left me desperate over here, but I know how this game works. This is the money part of the show. Rallis is talking about the Rallis regimen over there, and I'll tell you, the Rallis regimen works because just a few weeks ago, we had a big event sponsored by our good friends at DraftKings, the Pro Wrestlers Combine, which was the pro wrestling version of the NFL Combine, getting 8 of the biggest, baddest, strongest, fastest pro wrestlers on the planet to compete. Rallis actually won the title at that event. And if you want to check it out, go to the Maven Huffman YouTube channel because he will be posting a recap of the entire event. And the best part about it is if you are a new customer with DraftKings and you use promo code COMBINE, all new customers who bet just $5 will instantly get $200 in bonus bets. So check it out. Promo code COMBINE with DraftKings for all of your sports betting needs, and head over to Maven Huffman's channel and watch the Wrestler Combine recap where Mike Rallis, spoiler alert, won the crown.
Wow, you are so
Mojo. This my fucking dinosaur here fucking parties harder than you. He's drinking Smirnoff too, but
all right. Dinosaurs drinking
Smirnoff. But can he handle it better than you? Because you can't handle it. So I was just wondering, like.
Stay safe, Mojo. Stay safe.
Mojo is safe. You need to stay safe.
I was literally just in the pool.
Right. You're in the eye of the hurricane. Mojo is.
I know.
All right. So stay safe.
Love you guys.
We love you guys. We will talk to you next week. Mike, thank you for doing this, man. We really appreciate it. It's nice to meet you.
Thanks for having me on.
All right, buddy.
God bless football.
God bless football.
God bless football.